After 4 roller coaster years of ups and downs, many would say that people with the lucky monkey zodiac may finally look forward to a calm and steady year of 2026. As the fire horse sign does not form any major correlations with the monkey zodiac. But if we carefully consider the Bazi chart of the fire horse year, there are actually 2 tiger signs awaiting to form silent double clash with the monkey zodiac in 2026. What it means for you is that this could be an extremely significant year that requires courage to create viable breakthroughs, to be extra cautious of your decisions, and to be vigilant of the people that surrounds you. Because when the star of separating edge and these 2 tigers form a silent ungrateful punishment, they could indicate legal troubles, deep emotional mess and isolation if there are serious misunderstandings, conflicts or arguments. But at the same time, the appearance of the 2 tigers may also imply plenty of exciting changes ahead, as you have the upper hand to make the pivot that brings quick results either to your career, business or relationship. Because you do have the secret wealth star known as the sky horse that indicate potential gains if you are willing to expand yourself to markets beyond your current borders. Additionally, this is a star that could amplify your chances to obtain new money-making opportunities, particularly when you have the intention to relocate to a new country for work and business. The same could also be said if you have been looking to promote your services on cross-border e-commerce platforms. In fact, these expansion plans can be strengthened by another great auspicious star of intelligence, which could boost the speed in absorbing the required knowledge and skills towards implementing and monetizing your plans in 2026. And if I were to base on my own experience, the star of intelligence could bring lots of realizations and reflections, as well as a stronger zest and curiosity to upskill and learn new subjects that you have been fascinated of. Essentially, people with the monkey zodiac must also look at the other side of the coin, because the hidden nuances in the fire horse year may see some closure to certain chapters of your life, as there could be the possibility of seeing the end of certain attachments, such as certain aspects relating to your career or business ventures, or maybe to your personal relationship, or this could even hint at aspects relating to your close family members. Whether if you like it or not, you must be aware of this possibility, as these stars bring an implication of an end to a cycle that may see grief and sadness in traditional terms. Similarly, the setbacks caused by conflicts, outspokenness and losses will cause further emotional withdrawal, as the star of solitary could manifest in a more me time, as you are prone to spend more time for yourself to heal and re-energize your spiritual strength. And if you are willing to look at the positive side, this temporary isolation also means a chance for you to pivot towards higher degree of self-reliance and a chance for you to reflect and regroup yourself. But more importantly, the implicit message brought by the 2 tigers in the annual chart together with the skyhorse star is to remind of potential hidden risk of sudden changes. These could range from sudden notice of relocation, the constant possibility of sudden notice for business travels, or being fired from your job in the worst case scenario. On the other hand, it is also a message of possible sudden financial loss or even physical injuries due to traffic accidents, fights, or sports injuries in 2026. Therefore, make sure you are driving safely, assess all your financial risk before undertaking, and avoid any confrontations throughout the year if possible. Otherwise, you may be in for another roller coaster season and unexpected dramas that could last you for another 2 years, because year 2027 will also see another 2 tigers awaiting to clash and form a full ungrateful punishment with the snake and your monkey zodiac. Despite this, those with the water monkey pillar in the birth chart could be in the best position to see advancement to your career and business trajectories in a year where the fire wealth element becomes abundant. Your biggest blessings could come from sensible expansions if you are doing business, such as acquisition of businesses, or the blessings could also bring the chance for you to perform in important roles that generate revenues for your organization, thus giving you the chance to expand your valuable connections and your career options. Your real wealth lies in the future leverage that you obtained in 2026. But with the restless skyhorse star that meets excessive passionate being fire, it is a clear signal of impulsiveness and difficulties in staying grounded when it comes to money-making opportunities, thus creating self-made disaster and burden for many years to come. It is also very likely that there are some with this pillar would just fall just as fast as they rise in 2026 due to insatiable greed and impulse. Similarly, the year of the fire horse brings immense pressure for those who have the fire monkey pillar in your birth chart. Since the fire elements signify the friend and rob wealth at the stamps, plus the 7K star at the earthly branch of your birth chart, these pressures will likely come from your superiors or could come from fierce competitions with your colleagues and business rivals. At the same time, there is also the possibility of self-inflicted pressure due to the excessive need for validations and being overly conscious of your own reputation and visibility. Not only that, being egoistical, greedy, temperamental, surrounded by bad influences are something you should be aware of, because these are all the negative aspects to the friend and rob wealth stars that clash into the 7 killing star. Nonetheless, the being fire could play a beneficial role in pulling in the right connections for you to expand on wealth generating endeavors if you can keep your ego in check and wisely discern who are your good associates. However, the biggest challenges could be awaiting for people with the metal monkey pillar, because the intense heat from the Bing and Ding fire could present you with the biggest test where pressure, competition, and emotional volatilities could be the reasons of encountering nasty confrontations or injuries and the loss of your job if you are unable to control your temper. But if you are willing to adapt to the challenges and apply more diplomacy as a way to refine your leadership skills, the stars of Direct Officer and 7 Killings could bring the biggest career breakthrough in your lifetime, as your authority, status, and financial standing are elevated. After all, there are the stars of Heavenly Wealth and Sky Fortune to boost your hidden wealth luck. Even so, people with the Metal Monkey pillar should keep low profile, avoid major financial or investment decisions, as the clash with the Fire Tiger indicates potential turbulence and struggles towards the year end. But this also spells a chance of greater self-discovery. And for all metal monkeys, you must also be sure to keep your health in check, because the fire and metal clash can mean matters relating to breathing, blood pressure, migraines, plus mental and physical burnouts that may require your constant attention. The same could also be said for those who have the earth monkey pillars as stated in this slide, because when both of the fire elements become intense, they would also produce excessive earth element, which can be detrimental to your health prospects in 2026. So whenever there's an excess of earth element, they could point to matters relating to weight, digestive, and also the discovery of chronic health issues in the worst case scenario. In the meantime, your Wu Earth element is best depicted as a majestic mountain that captures attention and has good capability to attract plenty of valuable assistance as seen in the resource and companion stars of 2026, because these are the stars that bring helpful support and useful connections towards your endeavors in career and business if you know technical parts. But on the contrary, excessive fire element can also signal the biggest defeat for some people in this group if one starts to become big-headed, insensitive and detached from the ground, as the Rob Wealth star isolates you from new opportunities. And in spite of that, people of the Wood Monkey pillar could see amplifications of their expressions in 2026. Because on the positive side, the fire of 2026 denotes the possibilities of greater expressive power such as creativity in storytelling, becoming an inspiration, and the constant visibility that leads to fame and wealth as the wood feeds out to the fire element. But if you do not regulate the immense strength of the fire output stars, this correlation could easily lead to exhaustions and burnout, as well as impulsion and fury outbursts, thus putting you in the Hall of Shame instead of Hall of Fame. Having said that, the Wood Monkey pillar is the only pillar among all monkey zodiac that see the special blessing of the Taiji nobleman star. Although this is a star that traditionally indicates the chance for one to be more inclined towards understanding your own intuition and coincidences, as well as to become more observant and conscious in attaining spiritual wisdom, the star of Taiji nobleman also confers the blessings for one to be at the right place and at the right time to obtain valuable assistance through good spiritual insights. They could come either from a spiritual healer, or a good feng shui expert, or even a great fortune teller. So as long as your birth chart contains the wood monkey pillar, the Taiji nobleman star in 2026 could bring many blessings in disguise if you keep your spiritual awareness at the highest level. But at the same time, the silent clash between your birth chart and the metal tiger in the annual Bazi chart means you should also keep a low profile, avoid undertaking any major financial decisions, and avoid making significant changes to your career throughout 2026.